Hi viewers, hi viewers, welcome to our YouTube channel, Patashala Educational Trust. So I have done my test view last time, test thing. So it went successful. So now I'm starting again teaching the lesson. So today our topic is like 6th class state syllabus. English. Okay, 6th class state syllabus English textbook. So that the first lesson is like peace and harmony. So my screen is this, and yeah, what we are able to see on the screen, like read, look at the picture and discuss the questions that follow. So here we have two questions down, like seeing the picture we have to answer those two. It's like oral discussion to develop our skills, to develop our oral skills and the pronunciation to form the sentences that is regarding the picture has been given, so that we can speak about the picture. So here we have two questions, like what does this picture tell you all about the animals, and are they happy or unhappy, what do you know? So by seeing the picture we have to tell what is happening, and might be there were a serious discussion among themselves. By seeing their faces we can easily identify that they are all having a serious discussion in between them about some issue. So this is what about the description, like, and we have another question, like select any one animal from the above picture and describe about it. Like if you choose about parrot, we have to we have to discuss and describe the parrot. So we can form from some few sentences about the parrot and we can discuss. Okay, we can describe it. Likewise, choose any other animal also, we can tell about the animal, like how it is colored, what it likes to eat, what is the nature of the animal, or like how it looks, is it sweet or bad, or is it like the behavior of the animal is bad or good. Also we can have some healthy discussion about the animal, and we can have a description about any of these animals. Okay, so this is what about the picture, and you can also try doing it, and you can form easily some few sentences. And let us move to the level. So let us move into the lesson now, that is, see, once upon a time, in a very thick forest there lived many animals, birds, snakes and insects. They all lived together happily. They roamed about the jungle and played together in the open fields without any fear. The peacocks were very proud of their dances but admired the melodious songs of cuckoos. The elephants enjoyed watching the fishes swimming in the pool. The pythons, which were blessed with long bodies, spoke well of the fine fur of the flat-footed rabbits. The tiny ants, which were always busy, tickled the dark buffaloes. So, this is about the first paragraph, and the first paragraph seems like how happily the animals used to live in the forest. The peacocks, how they used to enjoy. So this is all about the describing, okay, how the elephants used to enjoy while fishes are swimming in the water, and the pythons used to have a long body and fine fur, flat-footed rabbits. It looks like lovely, right? So this is all about the animals, how they are in the jungle, how they used to be without fear, how they used to be live in the village, in the forest, in thick forest. So this is all about the first paragraph. Next, they often held musical evenings in the large open fields. The elephants and the deer danced. The miners and the parrots sang. The tiger and the bear exhibited gymnastics. They called the moon and his friends, the stars, to the guest of honor at their musical evening. So all the animals used to have musical evenings in the musical events and evenings in the open field. So at the time, the elephants and the deer used to be dancing, and miners used to be singing songs. Parrot used to singing songs, and the tiger and the bear used to make some gymnastics. So this is how the healthy environment, they used to have very happy environment. They used to call, in the open field, looking up. Without any invitation, the guests used to be ready, like moon, stars. So this is how the happy environment used to be there in the forest. So next, move to the next paragraph, that is, one day a jackal entered the forest. He was dirty, dangerous, and very cunning too. He told the elephants, "You are the biggest animals in the forest. Why do you want to play with the squirrels and the rabbits?" He poisoned the minds of peacocks, saying, "You are the loveliest birds in the forest. Why do you want to praise the miners?" The jackal then approached the deer and whispered that tiger was waiting for the chance to kill them. So this is how, in the happy environment, one day the jackal entered the forest. Jackal is like very dirty and dangerous, very cunning animal. It used to be spoil all the minds of the animals, saying like, he used to poisonate all saying bad about the other animals. He used to poison other animals. Like example, elephant used to play with very small animals like squirrel and rabbit. He used to enjoy the life, right? So this jackal used to come and this jackal used to tell the elephant, saying that you're a very big animal, and why you're playing with very small animals. You're so big, and you're so big in the forest, so you should not play with the squirrels and rabbits. He used to poison it. And for peacocks, the peacock used to dance very well, right? It is a very loveliest bird. So you're very loveliest bird, and why you used to praise the miners, why you are with the miners. So all this dirty bullshit used to be told by the jackal to all other animals. And he also whispered in the sense, like, he used to say like, "Dear, that tiger was waiting for you, waiting to kill you or to eat you." So this is how the jackal entered into the forest, and spoiled the very healthy environment. So next paragraph. Gradually all the animals began suspecting one another. Earlier they had lived together, slept together, and roamed around the forest together. Now they started to put up boundaries and build fences around their properties. They moved about individually or with their own group. So gradually, what happened? This jackal came and polluted everything, like polluted all the animals' mindset. And previously, they used to be very healthy and happy. They used to be in a groups, like after coming jackal, every animal used to suspect the other animal. So maybe deer used to suspect the tiger, saying that he might kill, the animal might kill. All this. So it used to be very happy, but now all the animals kept their own boundaries, moving there individually. They used to sleep all together, right? But now they used to make some boundaries themselves, saying that they will not move with them. So this is what happened in the forest. Now it was easy for the jackal to hunt the smaller animals and the birds. So now what happened? And when the smaller ones cried out for the help, no one came to the help them. One by one, the little ones disappeared. The forest slept as the animals were afraid. There were no more musical evenings. The moon was sad. The moon was sad. He cried. What happened? The jackal plan was, every animal used to suspect one another. They used to make themselves boundaries. They used to move individually. Now what happened? The jackal's time has come. It used to harm the very smaller animals, and if any other animal was in a problem, previously all the animals used to be come, and it was very good. But now what happened, like, it is a time for the jackal, because very smaller animals and the birds are moving individually, and it used to hound them and eat them. So whenever the small animal used to crowd, nobody used to come and help the other animals. So this is what happened, happening in the forest. The moon was also very sad. There was no evenings in the forest. The moon thought for a while and decided to come down among the animals and the birds as a sadhu. As soon as the sadhu appeared in the forest, the animals and the birds approached him to narrate their late tales of woe. They cried, sobbed, and blamed each other for disturbing the peace in the forest, and the sadhu listened to them. So the moon used to have very nice evenings, right? So seeing the unhappy environment in the forest, it was sad, and it came down in the sadhus, in the way of sadhu, to the forest. And when sadhu came, all the animals and birds approached him and said all the things like, this is what happened previously, like other end. They used to blame themselves, soap themselves, cried themselves, saying each other, the peace was disturbed in the forest, in the way, like they used to all whatever the animals used to say, the sadhu would just listen to them firstly. So the sadhu brought together the lions and the rabbits with a common meal. He visited the python and the viper and had a long chat with them. He advised the eagle not to attack the little chicks that had lost their mother. The sadhu accompanied the tiger and the wild bear to the nearest market. He played with the babi, the owl, and the monkeys. So what sadhu did is, like, in the way of sadhu, the moon has come, right? So in the sadhu called lion and rabbits to the common meal. Common meal in the sense, it's a common for everyone. Okay, they used to sit among themselves. So he also visited python and viper. So he had a long chat with them. Chat in the sense, discussion. He advised the eagle not to attack the little chicks that they had lost their mother, right? So not to attack them. The sadhu was accompanying the tiger and the wild bear to the nearest markets. So this is what the sadhu was doing with the all animals. But the jackal was very angered with what the sadhu was doing. So this jackal was very angered because the sadhu was whatever the sadhu is doing, it's not liking it. Okay, because the sadhu was planning to make the happy environment, to mingle themselves, to talk with themselves, to be making a happy environment, right? So this is what. He did not want the animals to live in a peace and harmony. So he had waiting for the opportunity to attack the sadhu. So the jackal doesn't want the happy environment to be prolonged, right? He wants individual moments, and he wants to kill. The jackal wants to kill. But the sadhu is not doing that. Sadhu is making everyone to come and live in a peace and harmony. So what happened? This jackal was making himself to make a time to get an opportunity to kill the sadhu also. So one day the animals, insects and birds held an emergency meeting, and they unanimously decided to approach the sadhu and plead with him to kill the jackal. The sadhu said, "I will not kill the jackal, but help you in a different way." So all the animals and insects, birds, all had an emergency meeting, saying that they were decided to approach the sadhu. So they approached sadhu and they appealed to kill the jackal. But sadhu said that he will not kill it, but he will help in a different way. When the sun went to sleep, the jackal came to the house of hens to take few of them for his supper. The sadhu, who had been lodging nearby, came up to the house and spoke to the jackal, "Take me today for your meal." So whenever it is dark in the nights, only the jackal used to hunt, right? When it is sunny, it will not come out. So when the sun went to sleep, it means that when it is night, so so what happened, like whenever it used to go, it used to be night, so it came out and it wanted to eat hens as a supper. Then the sadhu said, like, no, not to eat the few hens, but eat him as a meal for today. The jackal, who had been waiting for this opportunity, dragged the sadhu and ran into the jungle. He took the sadhu to a lone place, tore him into pieces, and ate him up. The animals were very sad, angry, and disappointed with what had happened to the sadhu. They were afraid that the hungry jackal would appear again the next day. Then they heard a strange noise. All of them ran into that direction. What they saw was surprised them. They saw the stomach of the jackal growing bigger and bigger. It continued to bloat and until it burst. Then they heard a soft voice. My animals, birds and insects live in a peace and harmony. May there be no fences around you. May you sing and dance once again. Remember me and be not afraid. When they looked up to the sky, they saw the moon shining brilliantly, spreading milky brightness over the earth. The animals once again started to roam, sing, and sleep in the peace. They broke down the fences when they had built. They invited the moon and the stars for the cultural evenings. So, this is how the happy ending was. What happened? The jackal took the sadhu into the jungle and it tore the sadhu into pieces. So what happened? All the animals was really sad and angry, seeing all this disappointed. So they may not see the sadhu next day. But unfortunately, what happened? The jackal would appear again. They thought all the animals were thinking the jackal will come again, but the strange after few minutes they heard a very big strange voice, very big noise. The big noise seems like all the animals were running to different directions to see what happened. But unfortunately, they have seen a very big surprise. That is, the jackal, it ate the sadhu, right? So as it ate the sadhu, the stomach of the jackal was like it's becoming bigger and bigger, and it's like bloating until it has burst. Then a soft voice came inside from saying that, may my animals, birds and insects live in peace and harmony. May there is no fences around you. May you sing and dance once again. So this is the voice came, and remember not to be afraid. So then, that is nothing but the moon, which is very brilliant, spreading milky brightness over the earth. And all animals started roaming, singing and sleeping in a peace. So this is how they have broken their own fences and living happily in the forest. This is all about the lesson. Very, very good lesson, very nice. And I also seems like people who listen to this story, please do comment down. I'll also look. And we have few meanings. Let us go into that. Gymnastic. What is a gymnastic? Gymnastic is a physical exercises. Okay. Property. Objects or things owned by someone. Oh, extreme sadness. Very, very sadness. Harmony. A state of living together peacefully. Anonymously, untightly. Bloat. Become bigger and bigger. Swell unpleasantly. So this is what about. And we also have many, in the state syllabus we will be having very very much about the grammar, and we include much about the grammar rather than the question answers. We will be enjoying with all the grammar part in here. So see how well did I read? How well did I read? Fill in the blank giving using as or somewhat or no. So this is how whenever you did a lesson, we have few questions here. I'll just go through it now. I enjoyed reading this passage. Did you all enjoy it? If so, make S to be marked there. If not, somewhat, then somewhat, no, if no, okay. And I got the idea of passage on my own. I got the idea with the help of my friends in group. The teacher helped me to understand the passage. I should grocery giving at the end of this passage. So what did you like, and how would you go? Like if it is S, then please tick the S mark over there, or if it is no, you can also make it no. If it is somewhat, then you can make it somewhat. So all these question answers, also 8 question answers, you can also easily pick up from the lesson. Okay. Read the following paragraph and analyze it in the terms of cause and effect, consequences. Once has been done for you. So here also we have a paragraph, and you can also see what can be the cause and what can be the consequence. Okay. So I'll also update once I have done this. I can also update you in my next lesson. Okay, in my next coming video. So we have much about the grammar part here, very much about the grammar part. See, very much, very much. In the page number 8 also we have rearranging the following sentence in order to their context. In story, if you read the story, if you read about the passage, you can easily mark them what it is, okay? And read the following sentences from the story. If you read this following sentences, you can easily observe what adjectives we have and what sort of positive, comparative, or superlative form of adjectives we have. We can easily underline. It's very, it should be learned, okay? They heard a soft voice, okay? He was dirty and dangerous. It was easy for the jackal to harm the smaller animals and birds. The jackal told the elephant, "You are the biggest animal in the forest." He said to the peacock, "You are the loveliest birds in the forest." So this is what. So you can also go through it, the degree of comparisons of adjectives. And here also they gave some paragraph, and you can observe write the other degrees of the comparison of them. You can also observe in it. Like yesterday we went for a picnic to the Nehru Zoological Park, which is one of the biggest zoos in the country. The climate was cool and pleasant. We saw many animals, birds, reptiles, etc. We also saw a very large elephant. After that, we saw a tall giraffe with a long neck. There were also some small birds which sang sweet songs. There were a beautiful peacock which danced majestically. We went very close to the brown cobra. We felt very happy. We reached home late in the evening. So by seeing these paragraph, you can also underline the degree of comparisons in this. And if you find I'll definitely upload in my next video all these, okay? And read the following words. Each pair has one word and the other word in the opposite in meaning. Yes, as we can do this, okay? And we can also fill in the elephant's eyes are small, but its body is big, of course, okay? So you can also do this. Yeah, this is what. And in the grammar part is also very much interesting. In my previous videos also have gone through, like I already said my grammar parts, noun, pronoun, all these things I have said. You can easily go through. Yes, if you think you are feeling difficulty, let me know in the description. I'll also see and update it in my next, okay? So here, listen to the story. The friendly mongoose and the animals answer the following questions. So here the story, like listen and speak. We will be having an audio for this in my right now I'm not having this, but it is a story of like how good it was. And yeah, this is all about today. Thank you so much. Please do comment down. If you're not yet subscribed, please do subscribe my channel for next lessons. Thank you so much.